everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Lions going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They run with a rookie from Cal, Kolfani Muhammad. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Webb. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit!
Now a first down throw, Webb. And he rifles one incomplete.
Every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Ten yards still left on second down.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They go again with Muhammad, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And he can't. Get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the read option, it's Mariota. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he spins away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. New York set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. It's Webb. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Now let's go.
Webb now from the gun. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. First down, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Second down, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Beckham, the return. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run again here with Gallman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Detroit! Watch the twins! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run with Muhammad. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Giants coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, they had only 6 rushing touchdowns all of last year, fewest in the league. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Webb. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Webb. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Am I giving away my age when I remember Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie entering the NFL?
Oh, that doesn't make you old.
No, it doesn't. It makes me feel old. But I'm telling you, when he first hit the league, one of those long corners, a lot of length, they can play the football. Had 6 interceptions, tied for 2nd in the NFL in 2016.
Man, so good they had to name him twice. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. Following the interception here, Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down now after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And
a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, here's the Giants' first-year kicker, Aldrich Rosas, for the field goal attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out now come the Lions. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to go for a big play down, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 41 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This will be taken very short. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll toss it out to Perkins. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, that run cements the Giants' belief in Paul Perkins, doesn't it? A lot of people thought they might actually bring in Adrian Peterson, but I think they believe in this guy.
Yeah, well, last year, rushing an issue for New York. Perkins under 500 yards, but hoping for more this season. So it'll be first down here after the run.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Gallman. Whoosh. And a spin again. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Perkins. Look at the spin.
Balance.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, Perkins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. Again, they go to Perkins. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Paul Perkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mariota on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the tight end Ebron in motion. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mariota again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, back to Perkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as he...